Okay, well, we are officially starting our weekly meeting tonight. So, welcome to Million Dollar Monday on April 15th. As you may have noticed, I am not in my sales director jacket. We are entering a season of Easton having baseball practice on Monday nights from 6 until I thought 7, but I said, "Oh, we can go till 7:30." I'm like, "Oh, we can't go till 7:30." So literally rushed home, got them showered, just put them to bed. So I did not have time to change. So I may not be in my professional attire the next couple weeks. Depends on if Ethan can take them or if I take them. But I just want to ask for a little bit of grace with that, as I'm not in my Mary Kay business attire like I usually am. So all right, wanted to give you all some updates as we are getting started. Usually I ask someone else to do that, but whew, it's been a day. So I'll just give the updates tonight. So we are in our fourth quarter of our Mary Kay year, which is crazy that we're already here. And so fourth quarter, we have a goal of having 8-star consultants. Okay, this quarter runs from March, March 16th to June 15th. Okay, and so our goal is 8-star consultants, and right now we have 4 of us who are on target, meaning that we have at least 600 wholesale ordered so far this quarter. Okay. And so this will go until June 15th. So even if you're not quote unquote on target, there is plenty of time to become on target and to become a star consultant by June 15th. And so, okay, sorry, just a second. Someone texted me about the link for tonight, and my phone is in the other room. Bear with me just a second. I'll be right there. So sorry. Okay, I'm coming. So sorry. Okay. Can you all let me know? Are you receiving my text, excuse me, from my office number? Can you guys pop in the chat if you guys are receiving those? Because I want to make sure there were a couple people that weren't. And so I want to make sure that everyone is receiving those with the information for Monday night meetings and our other events and stuff too. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Sent that there. Okay. Yes, Sarah, you're receiving it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let me open the chat here. Okay, clear, you're getting them good. Okay, just making sure because there was, okay, Rachel's gets them good. Okay, every once in a while, the system will glitch and it won't go out or it'll partially go out. I just want to make sure everyone's getting those. Okay, all right, I sent that off to her. Okay, so anyways, we have a goal of having 8-star consultants. We have 4 already on target with at least 600 wholesale ordered since March 16th. Okay, so it's shout out to Michaela, Deanda, Crystal, and myself who are officially on target. Now, everyone on here, I think, will probably end up being a star. It just depends when we order and things like that. We have a goal of 20 new unit members, and this month so far we have 0. However, I know that number is going to change. And I also do want to apologize that I know I haven't been quite as invested, as fast to responding, checking in, all those things I usually do because the last couple weeks allergies have literally knocked me down. I thought I had something else, ended up with just allergies, but um, I spent about just as much time in bed as I did out of bed for the first 2 weeks of April. So finally on Friday was the first day I felt like myself. And then we were gone this weekend, which was a good time of rest. And so I'm back at it, ready to work and wrap up the second half of our month. We have a goal of 40 working consultants. We have 11 already. So shout out to Ashley C, Brenda, Elaine, Claire, Kim, Jessica M, Deanda, Lisa, Joanne, Misty, and myself. So that is super exciting. I also do have to give a shout out that we have 3 of those women, 3 of our 11, who came out of T status. So T status means they hadn't ordered in at least 6 to 11 months. Okay. So that was really exciting that 3 of them have ordered. Our goal is 10 Soaring Sisters of that 600 wholesale level. And we have 1 so far, myself. But I know we'll have more than that also. I don't have any dream sessions, like chats tracked necessarily, but it doesn't mean they haven't happened. So if you've done a chat with someone, let me know. Because I would love to be able to mark that down on our list of having a goal of 40 this month. And our wholesale goal is 20,000 wholesale. And we have a little over 17,000 to go. So we have a little almost 3,000 in already. So we have a little bit to go towards that goal. So I do want to remind you to be tracking on your game board. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So I've got some fun graphics to share with you guys tonight as I kind of finish up announcements before we dive into training. Let's see, where is my share button? Oh, there we go. Okay, I was close. I was close. All right, here it comes. Okay, so congratulations. If you guys did not see, by the way, as of the end of March, our unit has ranked number 32nd in the entire state of Missouri. That is out of all the sales directors. I think when I look at like at least the top five, they're all like $1 million sales directors. Like we've got some tough competition in this state. So congratulations, team. Even if you don't live here, because I live here, we go by Missouri rankings compared to other states. So congratulations, Little Beauties. That's an amazing accomplishment. All right, let's work through our announcements. All right, here is your consultant game board from me. Now there's one from the company. That one's up next. But this is from me and how you can earn prizes by the end of our seminar year, which is June 30th, 77 days away, in case you're counting. And so if you have questions about this and you don't know where it's at, let me know. If you are new within the, anytime this year, you would have received this as part of your welcome packet. It would have been one of the pages in there. But I want to make sure you guys are getting all the prizes. I need to find an updated list of who all has points, but make sure you're tracking on that for sure. All right. Speaking of the company's game board, the company has launched where all beauty consultants, even if you're a DIQ, even if you've already been a red jacket, even if you're brand new, any and all consultants can earn a free red jacket from the company, as well as on-stage recognition at seminar. I think Kim was talking about this last week. Any chance you can get on-stage recognition at seminar? Like that's a big old stinking deal. And how amazing would it be to have just a string of hand-holding consultants from our unit represented on that seminar stage in Texas this summer? And so how you achieve this is when you have 3 of your team members become Great Start qualified. They don't have to join in April, May, and June. They can already have maybe signed up last month or a couple months prior. But if they become Great Start qualified, which means they hit their 600 level within their first 4 months, they become Great Start qualified, you get a $50 cash bonus when that happens, by the way. You can mark off one of these Great Start qualified squares. Now, you also, in conjunction with that, have to hit your 600 Soaring Sister level all 3 months. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys know that if you miss out on this month, then you miss out on all of it. And I don't want that to happen for anybody. And so if this is something that you're like, yes, I know I want to work for this, make sure to let me know. That way I can we can be in good communication and close contact, because I don't want anybody to miss out on this amazing, amazing prize. And like I said, then you're going to pick a free red jacket, which I wish I could earn a free red jacket, but it's not open for directors. So all consultants are available and eligible to earn theirs. All right, speaking of 600, this is your prize for the month from the company. I'm really excited to get mine. It's on its way. And I've been told by a lot of people that the chain on this purse is kind of short. So what they're doing is they're interchanging it with other like straps that they have. If you're like one of the team winners from our team's challenge last month with the pink Mary Kay strap, I think will look really cute on this bag, or any other of your bags that have exchangeable straps. So if you want something longer, I know a lot of people are mixing it up for like a crossbody type bag. All right, so other prizes, this one's on here too, but a reminder that today is the deadline for you to get one of our summer products. Okay, summer products launch next month. If you enroll your customers to receive a catalog, which I'll talk about that in a second, or you were a star in our 3rd quarter, you get to order products on May 10th. Everybody else orders them May 15th. Now, by you achieving your pre-soar, your 300 wholesale order in by tonight, and or you hit the 1,000 within the month, you will receive summer products from me before you even quote unquote know about them or can even order them. And this gives you a 1-up because it means you get to be trying that product. You get to be telling your customers about it. You get to be doing all the things. And so that is your prize. You get 1 free summer product from me if your order is in by tonight for your 300. The company's next prize at the 600. And then if you get 1,000 or 2 new team members this month, you get 2 new mystery summer products along with some catalogs. Again, it's going to give you an edge as far as selling, sharing about the products and everything like that in the month of May. And then our Aviators Club is the 2,000 wholesale and or 3 new team members this month. Okay. So want to make sure you guys know about those promos. Great Start Boot Camp. I know we had a few of our gals on here who participated in boot camp last night, so you'll stay on afterwards. If you have not joined us just yet, it's not too late. We have Great Start Boot Camp every Sunday night. It's a link that you just click and you watch. And I'm trying to keep it to about 40 minutes, somewhere in that time frame, so it's not too long, and it's educational tools and things that you need as a brand new consultant to help you move your business forward. Okay. And so even if you're not new and you're like, ooh, I feel like I'm starting again, or I want to get some basics done, go ahead and join us. You're welcome to. I am only texting out to those who are in their great start time frame, your first 4 months. So if you haven't been getting a text about this, that would be why. But Claire, I'm so glad you've been enjoying Sundays. That makes me happy. And then we will stay on for like 10, 15 minutes afterwards tonight, so you guys can ask questions about last night's training. Okay. Alrighty. 5 and 5. Have you guys been enjoying the 5 and 5s? I know I was messaging Claire earlier today. She's like, I have someone who might be interested in joining my team, and she had done a 5 and 5 with her today. So you have until the end of the month to hold a 5-minute appointment with your customers, and or I can help you too. And then you want to make sure you enter them into the Google form, because if they're not entered to win, like entered on the Google form, I can't enter them to win. Okay. So I will probably do that drawing, like May 2nd, maybe May 3rd, to get a little bit of time to close out April. But make sure you're entering them in if you're holding these appointments. All right, game night is on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is game night. And so if this is your first time participating in game night, it's going to be live on just YouTube this time, not Facebook. I will go ahead and post the YouTube link onto Facebook. Again, Facebook is changing things, so we're kind of rolling with it and changing things too. But a gorgeous Kate Spade bangle. And yes, it's like it opens up, and so it'll fit like all wrist sizes for your customer. And if your customer wins, then you win too. So we're doing a scavenger hunt, which if they have a catalog, it's helpful, or if they have some Mary Kay products, or they have access to like search on your website, whatever it may is, we're doing a scavenger hunt, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Also, tomorrow night is our Red Jacket Rally. And so this is exclusively for our red jackets. Excuse me. So if you were a red jacket by the end of March, you receive an automatic invite. So shout out to Kim, Summer, and Sarah, who are all invited from last month. But any of you can become a red jacket it'll be out tomorrow night. And if you have 3 active team members on your team, then you get to participate in the call as well. So just so you know, moving forward, as we get a little bit bigger, we'll start doing some recognition for those who were actually red jackets by the end of the previous month. But we do open it up to others who hit their 3 active team members by the time of the meeting as well. So our red jackets tomorrow are going to get a sneak peek at the new summer products. Okay, there's something to get excited about, as well as some other fun details too. So, all right, perk a bean in your red. All right, so the summer catalog that I was talking about, PCP, the deadline to enroll your customers is Wednesday. Stands for Preferred Customer Program. Perk, when you enroll at least a couple customers, you get to order the new products early, and Mary Kay will mail to your customers a beautiful catalog with at least 1 sample. Sometimes there's 2, and it's only 90 cents per customer. You cannot go and buy a catalog, mail it, and include samples for 90 cents, plus your time to do all of that. And so this is a great way to offer good customer service. So I need to look and see who else has signed up their customers. But this is a great perk that we get to offer to our customers once a quarter. Okay. All right, this week also we have the skincare class, and actually I'm not the one hosting it. Sarah's going to host it this week, as my son has his spring program. So K through 2nd grade, we'll see how that goes with the elementary school. And so 6 o'clock in Web City. If you plan on attending, please let me know. I'll be getting to Sarah extra products, and I've already had a request for the perfumes to be there. And so if people want to try and smell the perfumes, those will also be there on Thursday night. Okay. All right. Our monthly bingo is going to be on Sunday. I'm really excited about this. So we did this last month. It was super successful, super fun. And there's a prize in it for the customers, and there's a prize in it for you. This is a way for your customers to hear a little bit more about Mary Kay from our leaders within our own units. And so we just share, 2-minute iStory. We talked about iStories with our Great Start Boot Camp on Sunday night. And so this is a way for your customers to hear about the business, maybe decide to start their own, or they'll hear that they can become a customer and or host for you as well. So we're working to help get bookings, appointments, sales, possible team members as well. A customer is entered to win a pedicure set when she asks 2 questions on the call, and then the consultant with the most guests will win a gift card from me. Okay, that is Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Time. All right, I think that's my last picture. Okay, all the pictures are done. I'm going to stop screen sharing now. Okay, all righty. So tonight we're going to talk about a couple of different things. Also, real quick before I move on, as of 4 o'clock, nobody had filled out our weekly queen recognition form. Okay. So I do know that some of you have been selling products, holding appointments, and maybe just didn't get the form filled out. And that's okay. So if you want to pop in the chat, maybe a victory that you had this week so we can celebrate it along with you. I do want to give a shout out to Summer. She was unable to be here tonight, but she mentioned that she has held a couple of appointments. She did text me her numbers early. She didn't fill out the form. She has an appointment moving forward and sold $98 just the other day. So shout out to Summer for that. But if you guys have some wins, pop them in the chat. If you've held appointments, sold product, share the business opportunity. We want to hear all of that in the chat right now. Okay, so while you're doing that, I am going to share with you a little video, which some of you have seen. Some of you this may be the first time that you've seen this as well. But I am going to talk a little bit about seminar tonight because seminar registration is open in like 2 weeks. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys get to see this cute video that Mary Kay put together. And if you look real closely, you may recognize like the back of the head, like the I think maybe 8 to 10 second mark. So let me find this here. I'm going to make sure that we share my audio as well because I have missed that before. Well, hold on just a second. It's not showing me the option. Share audio because I have to share audio. Oh, there it is. Share sound. Perfect. All right, there we go. I found it. All right, let's watch this little video of seminar.
You want a bigger dream or a bigger vision? You have to be at seminar.
Anybody that needs an uplift, you're going to get it here.
Seeing what the company does behind the scenes.
Hearing the stories that really touch my heart.
It's just life-changing.
Rainbows in our eyes can seem to find the great divide and get to the bottom. We'll never change it, 'cause darling, we're different.
You just really get the heart of Mary Kay when you come to seminar.
The more you come, the more you meet new people. I love hearing the top nationals speak because they have more vision, more encouragement.
Learning from the women that have set the course before us.
We have multiple markets that have seen sales growth versus prior year.
My legacy is so tied in what I have learned and grown from Mary Kay Ash. You have the opportunity to create a legacy. Deposit your best in people.
This is my 26th seminar.
You just feel the love. I'm going to come back empowered, uplifted.
And wouldn't miss it for the world.
The more you come, the better it gets.
Oh, does anybody smile when they watch that? Oh, I just got goosebumps. Like I am so excited for seminar. And so I know some of you that I've talked about, like, you're going. Others of you, you're not sure. Others, I know we haven't even talked about it. And so seminar is like Mary Kay's big celebration where we get to be recognized and celebrated for all sorts of things as a unit, but individually as well. That's where you get to cross stage for earning that red jacket for the consultant game board that Mary Kay is doing. And so registration, like I said, opens in just a couple of weeks. And so I want to help you all kind of break down what it would look like real quick before we get into the bulk of our training tonight, what it would look like to pay for your seminar registration in the next 2 weeks. Okay. For those of you who may not know, our dates, by the way, for seminar, August 1st through the 5th. We travel down on the 1st, travel home on the 5th. Whether you need to fly or drive, there's plenty of time on both of those dates. But this is where, like I said, all the celebration happens. Maybe you don't get excited about recognition. Maybe you get excited about a girls' weekend away. Yes, it is a work weekend, but there's a lot of conversations that happen. We just get to know each other better. We come together from all over, and then you get to experience the Mary Kay community. You get to meet people from Mary Kay corporate, like just, oh my goodness. And we get to this year for the first time since COVID, get to tour the new manufacturing plant, which I have been told is absolutely amazing. And so what I want you to think about right now, what is your favorite Mary Kay product? Okay. Pop it in the chat right now. What is your favorite Mary Kay product? I want to know. Favorite product. I got to move my tab here so I can see. All right. Pop in the chat. What is your favorite Mary Kay product? Too many, I know. If you had to pick one product, pop in the chat. What is your favorite? Okay. Abby Satin Hands. Perfect. I love it. Okay. What else? What is your favorite Mary Kay product? So I'm going to make y'all do a little bit of math here real quick. Okay. Time-Wise Miracle Set. Makeup remover. Okay. All right. Okay, so for those of you who have typed it in so far, okay, repair set, okay, it is 200. Excuse me, just a second. Kiddo out. Easton, to your room, please. No, take it with you.
No, it's yours.
Okay, go to your room.
I mean, some of it's the flower part and some of it's
So sorry. Daddy is already at work tonight, so I'm on my own. Okay. All right, so we got our product. Okay. So for you to go to seminar for new consultants, so if you joined this seminar year, like since July 1st of last year, the ticket is $225. Okay, this covers 5 days. If you're not new like me, it's $250. Okay, and so Kim, it would be $250 for you, and Sarah as well. Everybody else would be $225. So let's say, for example, okay, Abby's favorite was Satin Hands. Okay. So Satin Hands is 30, is it 38 retail now? I think it just changed prices. I should have. Let me grab a catalog. I think it's 38. Okay. I'm all over the place tonight. Oh yes, 38. Okay. So we are going to take 225 whoop, and divide it by 38. Okay. 5.92. So we're just going to say 6 satin hand set. And you would sell a little over $225. Now, we still have to be able to not only just pay for the ticket, we also need to pay for the product. So we're going to double that. Okay, take it times 2. That's 12 satin hand sets. So if Abby were to focus on only selling 12 satin hand sets in the next 2 weeks, she could cover her seminar registration. Okay, then next month in May, we would work to cover maybe the hotel. And then in June, travel expenses. And then in July, like maybe for like food or, souvenirs or business supplies, those types of things. So what we do is we break it down because thankfully it doesn't all have to be paid for at once. But if you focus on one thing at a time, it's a lot more feasible. Okay, so let's go to someone else's makeup remover. Oh, no, Miracle Set. I skipped the Miracle Set. Miracle Set is 116. So 225 divided by 116 is basically 2. So to get that profit that we need to cover the product plus for you to go, that's only selling 4 Miracle Sets in the next 2 weeks. That's it. Okay. Makeup remover. Love that product. It is 20.
Sorry.
Oh, nope, you're good. So you take 225 and you divide it by 20, which is 11 and a quarter. So we'll say 12. Double that, 24. So Claire, you would need to sell 24 makeup removers in order to pay for your seminar ticket. Okay. Repair set. Kim is 215, except she's got to pay for 250 because we're a little older. And Mary Kay. So Kim would need to sell 2.5 repair sets in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Sarah, charcoal mask. I think that was 26 now. I think they do these $26 $2 increases and it confuses me. Okay, so 220. You're 250. You're also old, I guess. As far as Mary Kay goes, 250 divided by 26 is 9.6. So 10. So 20 charcoal masks in the next 2 weeks, and Sarah could pay for seminar. You guys see how that breakdown happens? So if you are wanting to go to seminar and you're wanting to get registered here in a couple weeks when registration opens, work on that favorite product, and then I'll help you come up with pictures and scripts and things, and just focus on that one product. Of course, still doing your other Mary Kay business, holding appointments and things like that, but talking about that one product and enrolling your customers and helping you pay for your seminar. That's what we want, is for your customers to know, hey, their orders are helping you have the best experience ever this summer and get to go to seminar. Sarah, we still need to talk about that. I know we've talked about it a little bit, but let me tell you some of the objections, just like when people give us objections for booking. An objection might be work, okay? So let's say, for Sarah's example, work is new. But if there's necessarily time off, but you can sell enough product to make up for you being gone, then that works, okay? Charcoal Master 26, Shannon, 26. Yep. Maybe it's kiddos. That's one thing I've had to work through these last few years and this year too, is having childcare for my kiddos. And so maybe that's kiddos going to grandma's, or maybe you are the grandma and you're going to watch kiddos. So sorry. Maybe it's finding different babysitters and figuring out who's going to cover childcare, and that childcare is covered and paid for with your Mary Kay profits while you go to seminar. I will always say this: if you want to go bad enough, you'll figure out how to go, and we can do that together. Because like the video showed at the end, those who show up, go up. And especially if any level of leadership is something you're looking for in Mary Kay, it's not necessarily mandated that we go, but it's kind of like in our director handbook, like you're responsible for going type of deal. And so, but more than that, like I just want you to be there. I want you to get to experience it. It will truly change your business, and your business will grow that much faster if you go to seminar. Okay. So that is coming. Let me know what other questions you have. Also, I'm going to have a little special gift for the first 5 women that register from our unit. Okay. Not including me, but the first 5 women that register to go to seminar, you will receive a gift from me. So I've got like a cute luggage tag, which I think, Kim, I think you may have already earned one, but doesn't hurt to earn one again. And some other fun pink surprises that would come in the mail as a congratulations for registering. Okay. So that is seminar. Let me know if you guys have questions or anything like that. Text me all the things. Like I said, I want as many of us to be able to go. We get special luncheon when we go as a Cadillac unit and as a $500,000 unit. Shannon, so the total to register for the ticket is $225 is the ticket. So like if your favorite product was a charcoal mask, then you would work to sell 9 of those. I think, yeah, 9 would cover the cost of the ticket, but 9 to actually get the charcoal mask to your customers. So if you sold 18 charcoal masks in the next 2 weeks, you'd have enough to cover your registration. Yeah. And then the next month we work to cover maybe splitting the hotel. We share hotel rooms. And it's usually, well, what it's been the last few years is about 180 per person for 4 nights, which is pretty good. And so anyways, we just kind of break it up to make it easier to pay for and to really enroll your customers and have your business pay for it. Yes, you can pay for out of pocket too, but I really want your business to be able to pay for it. And then you're able to be even more proud when you go to seminar that your business paid for it. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so tonight, the training that I wanted to bring to you guys is about mindset. I feel like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally you can. Yep, totally up to you. Yep, you definitely can. I'm glad people are asking for products. It's always fun. But I wanted to do tonight's training on mindset. And I feel like every training or even just church or sermons or messages on Caleb on the radio or whatever it is, a lot of people right now are talking about mindset and perspective. And so I don't know if you guys have seen this video that I'm going to share here real quick, but I'm going to share my screen and I want to show you video about mindset. So let me pull that my screen share back up here real quick. Okay. All right, here we go. Maybe. A second. where is, hold on. Oh, it's muted. Just a second. My bad. Let me make my screen a little bit bigger so I can get the audio. All right. There we go. No muting. All right, let's try this again.
Is this jar full? And is it full now? And how about now? Is the jar full now? Yes. Now I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. Golf balls are the important things, your family, your friends, your health, and your passions. The pebbles are the other important things, your car, your job, your home. The sand is everything else, it's just the small stuff. Now, if you put the sand in the jar first, you won't have room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same is true in life. If you spend all your energy and your time on the small stuff, you won't have time for all the really important things that matter to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Take care of the golf balls first, the really important things. Set your priorities, because everything else is just sand.
Okay, we're
Everything else, it's just sand. Everything else is just sand. Has anybody seen that video before, by the way? Anybody seen that video? Okay, Shannon's seen it. Okay, I don't know if anybody else has seen it or not. Okay, I've seen it a couple different times now. Like I said, it feels like everything I am watching, seeing, popping up is about your mindset. And again, so the golf balls those are the important things in life: your family, your health, your friends, your passions, like your faith, all of that. That's the golf balls. And if you were to put those in last, there wouldn't be enough room for everything. The rocks, the small little pebbles are still important, but not quite as important as, the big things in your life. So maybe your job, maybe Mary Kay, your car, your home, possessions, some other important possessions, things like that. And then the sand is everything else. And if you're like me at all, which I know you are because we're human, the sand kind of gets in the way sometimes. You'll hear this saying in Mary Kay a lot, because Mary Kay Ash said it as well. But she said, a confused mind does nothing. A confused mind does nothing. And so as we're heading into the final 77 days of our seminar year, whether you're brand new or you've been in for a little bit, you're going to soon realize that the last few months in Mary Kay are extra special of our seminar year, because it's the months when dreams are accomplished, where goals are met, where victories happen, where God stories happen of, situations and goals and dreams that you didn't think were going to come together that actually come together. It's where belief is so high that it's like utterly contagious. And the final 75 days of the seminar year, so starting Wednesday, I want to do something with you all if you would be open to it. Okay. I got this idea from National Sales Director Jamie Taylor. I saw it like briefly on her Instagram story, but I didn't take pictures of it. I didn't really like write anything down. So I kind of got the idea, but then figured out my own way that I wanted to do it. And it's where we would work on our mindset together for 75 days. Okay. I actually have a graphic in the works that's being made. I've sent it off to my graphic team. But it would be a time where we can take care of our headspace together, where we can check in every week on our weekly unit meetings by doing 5 tasks every day. Okay. Now, before you get overwhelmed by 5 tasks, don't worry. They're not going to take hours and hours of your day. I think total, all of this might take a total of maybe 30 minutes at most. Okay. And so the 5 tasks that I think would really help with not only our headspace, but also with our belief, with our businesses, with being a mom, a grandma, a wife, whatever your role is, by doing these things on a daily basis is going to allow us to have clearer vision, to allow our headspace to be clearer, and just to, take better care of ourselves. A lot of what we learn in Mary Kay is, yes, the skills. But a lot of what we do in every day is not necessarily Mary Kay skills. Okay. So these 5 things are this: a 10-minute walk outside if possible, if it's not rainy, snowy, hurricane, tornado, whatever, a 10-minute walk outside, 10 minutes of reading. So this can be your daily devotions. It can be an inspirational book. It can be even listening to like an Audible if you prefer to listen. So 10 minutes of reading, 2 phone calls. That's it. 2 phone calls to a customer or a potential customer or like a team member, something to do with your business, just 2 phone calls. Okay, that's it. Visualizing your year-end finish, which we'll talk about that in a second. So just taking time to sit, to be still, and to visualize, even if it's, in the shower, or you got a break from your kiddos and you're sitting on the toilet, or you're in the pickup line, or wherever, wherever you can take time, just to take a moment for yourself. And then the 5th thing is to verbalize your affirmations 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. Okay. So I'll say those again: a 10-minute outdoor walk, if possible outdoors, 10 minutes of reading, whatever, 2 phone calls to customers or team members or potential customers. Number 4, visualizing your year-end finish. And number 5, verbalizing out loud your affirmations 2 times a day, morning and night. Okay. So before I see if you guys want to participate. If you don't want to participate, you're not going to hurt my feelings, but I really think this will be helpful, not only for you and for me individually, but for us doing it together. But I want to work on visualizing your year-end finish real quick, because you may not have thought about June 30th as, a big important date. Growing up, it was my brother's birthday. It was my half birthday. It still is both of those things, but it means a little bit more now, with it being the end of our Mary Kay fiscal year. And whether you have a really, really big goal and you've been in for a long time, you're like, oh, this is the year I'm going to make this happen. Or maybe you just signed your agreement last week and you're like, I have barely even gotten started. I don't even know what the finish is going to look like, or anywhere in between. It's okay. We can come up with that visualization together of what you would be most excited about the end of the year. I want you to think about this question. I know I've asked it before, but if you could not fail, what would you want to achieve by the end of June? If you could not fail, what would you want to achieve in these next 75 days? Maybe for you, that's selling a certain amount of product and reordering. Maybe you want to complete the consultant game board from Mary Kay and earn that free red jacket. Maybe you want to become a sales director. Maybe you want to share the Mary Kay opportunity with so many team members. Maybe you want to hold so many appointments between now and then, or see so many faces. Whatever it is for you, I want you to think, if you could not fail, what would you want to achieve in the next 75 days? Okay, I'm going to show you mine here. Just a second. Let me grab my tracker. So I went live the other day, for those of you who may not have seen it, and I held up a tracker. Okay. We have a couple of trackers, a couple things we're working on. Number 1 is our Cadillac. Okay. Becoming a 2-time Cadillac unit. I have some more hearts to color in. Each of these hearts represents 600 wholesale ordered from the company. So this is how much we have to do by the end of June to complete that. Okay. But my God-sized goal, my dream, if I knew I couldn't fail, what would I work to finish by the end of our seminar year? And that is this. Okay. That is our $500,000 hustle, becoming a $500,000 circle of achievement unit, which means collectively our team from last July 1st up until this June 30th will have ordered with bonuses 500,000 retail. Okay. That's a lot of product. But I know that when this happens up here, that it would set us up for finishing our national area within the next year. I know that it would set up our unit that goes to seminar, the team members. Guys, we get like extra special seating and extra luncheon, like all sorts of recognition for the team. Like we get to do that together. Okay. So extra experiences that we would not get otherwise when this happens. All right. Now, Mary Kay has launched a couple of announcements where our team has a chance to get an extra 50,000 retail credit. That's a whole unit club. Okay. So right now we're almost to the 300,000. That's the base unit club. Then it goes to 350,000, 400, 450, and 500,000. An entire unit club is 50,000. They're going to give us all that for free, like credit, if we have 8 people become Great Start qualified between April and May. That's it. So if you're new Great Start time frame and you hit that 600 level, you're going to help our unit get an extra 50,000 retail credit, which is so stinking exciting. So I know on the call right now, I think I know Shannon is, Claire is, and Kimberly slash Kim. I know it says Kimberly on here, but Kim Brown. We're going to be able to help with that, and all of our other Mary Kay sisters who joined our unit in the last few months. Abby, I don't think you're in the Great Start time frame. I could be wrong, but if you are, I am so sorry. You might be though. No, you should be. You are. Abby is too. Okay, so half the women on tonight are in their Great Start time frame. That is my God-sized goal. If I knew I couldn't fail, if I knew I cannot fail you guys, if I knew I couldn't fail my family, if I knew I couldn't fail myself, that is what I would want our unit to be able to accomplish in these next 75 days. So what is it for you? I want you to think about it. You don't have to type it in the chat unless you want to. I want you to think about it. What is it for you? What do you want to accomplish? Maybe it's not necessarily a Mary Kay goal, but Mary Kay can help support that goal, okay? Maybe it's buying tickets to a certain type of show or sporting event that you have only ever dreamed about going to. It may be taking your significant other or another family member or close friend or something and having your Mary Kay profits pay for it, okay? Maybe it's paying off a loan. Maybe it's, saving for a vacation or going on a dream family vacation, whatever it may be. Kim, director, I love it. I love it. Our unit would be so excited to celebrate you as a brand new sales director by June 30th. Absolutely. Like, I don't know if this gets you guys excited, but just talking about like what could happen, like, oh my goodness, there's so much is going to happen in these next 77 days. And I want you guys to realize you have a front row seat to all these big things that are going to happen, and the big things can happen to you and your family and your businesses too. All right. Another thing that we would be doing these next 75 days together is verbalizing your affirmations. Okay. Verbalizing your affirmations. Abby, I love that. Enough sales. Yes. I know you've got some gals you're reaching out to about the 5 and 5s. Totally like it's totally going to happen. I know it is. I'm so excited for you. And we get to hear about it and we get to see it happen in these next 75 days. 77 technically. 75 is Wednesday. But the last step to this would be verbalizing your affirmations. And so I have one that I wrote. I'll read it here in a second. I have it taped up here over on my wall. An affirmation is where you say truths about yourself, who God says you are, who you believe you are. And it also can include things like that you want to achieve within your affirmation. And so when I wrote my original affirmation, I was a Cadillac sales director because that's in there, but I was not and am not yet a Circle of Excellence Cadillac sales director. Circle of Excellence is when the unit does together at least 650,000. Okay. That's when the director earns a trip for her and her spouse. And that's my God-sized goal. Long term. It hasn't happened yet, but we're getting closer every day. And so my affirmation that I have wrote up on my wall is this: good morning, or I could say good evening for the nighttime portion. It's a beautiful day that God has given me, and I will do my best to praise him all day long. I am a daughter of the King, a child of God, a woman who empowers other women, and one who does not give up. I am a positive, there we go. I'm a positive woman that others want to be around. I am committed to my daily tasks, and I will never stop dreaming and believing in what God can help me accomplish, as thousands of others' dreams are attached to mine. I live a life, of God first, family second, and career third. And because of that, I am a Circle of Excellence Pink Cadillac sales director. That's an affirmation. Can you imagine, like, the times that I've actually said this to myself out loud, how much more positive my day is, how much more positive my headspace is? And so whatever it is that you need to say out loud to yourself every day, maybe it's speaking into existence a a goal in Mary Kay. Maybe it's speaking into his existence, a position with your job. Maybe it's speaking into existence, something that you want to personally happen, whether it's personal growth or an achievement or whatever it is. Like, does that get you guys excited? And so if you want help coming up with some sort of affirmation, I would love to help work with you on that one-on-one. I think I'm going to make one up for our unit too, that I could say like at the beginning of our unit meetings. Okay. I'm going to work on that. I've thought about doing that before. I just haven't done it. So I'm going to write that down now and I will bring it to you guys like next time when we come together. So a unit affirmation, and I will speak that over our unit as we work and run these next 75 days. So that is all I had in terms of training tonight. I do have a graphic in the works. They hadn't emailed me back just yet with that graphic. But if you want to commit to finishing the seminar year together the next 75 days, it'll start on Wednesday, doing these 5 tasks every day and changing our headspace together. So does anybody have any questions or anything before we wrap up? And then we're going to keep our great start people on for just a little bit longer. Okay, I don't see any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and end our recording tonight.